Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. The tides, one of the planet's most fascinating natural phenomena, are what we'll be studying today. We will discuss how tides are caused by the moon and how this mechanism functions in particular. Have you ever questioned how the ocean may appear to rise and fall mysteriously, seemingly at the whim of the moon? Well, there is a scientific explanation for this, and it has everything to do with the gravitational attraction of our celestial neighbor. Please go through the whole video. Tidal patterns are caused mainly by the moon's gravitational pull. So exactly how does this procedure operate? We need to delve a little deeper into gravity's dynamics in order to respond to that query. As you may already be aware, gravity is a fundamental force of nature that draws things with mass together. This force maintains moons in orbits around planets and planets in orbits around other stars. When dropped, it also contributes to the way that the objects fall. The mass of the objects and the separation between them are the two variables that determine how strong the gravitational force is. The strength of gravity between two things increases with their respective masses. Moreover, the gravitational force increases with the proximity of the objects. The moon is around 1/6 the mass of the Earth in the case of the moon and Earth, but it is also much closer. The two entities are actually separated by an average of around 238,855 miles, 384,400 kilometers. Because of their close proximity, even though the moon is far less massive than the Earth, their gravitational attraction is nonetheless very strong. Consequently, how does this force impact tides? The gravitational pull on the Earth isn't constant throughout, thus that's what's responsible for everything. Instead, it differs based on the distance from the moon that a certain region of the Earth is at. The Earth experiences the largest gravitational pull from the moon when it is straight overhead. Thus, there is what is known as a high tide, which results from the ocean's modest bulge in the direction of the moon. The area of the Earth that is immediate across from the moon, or the other side of the globe, also experiences a high tide at the same moment. The moon's gravitational pull on the Earth, on the other hand, is at its weakest when it is at right angles to it, that is, when it is either on the horizon or on the opposite horizon. As a result, the ocean swells less than usual, producing a low tide. The result is that we experience two high tides and two low tides each day. The sun and moon's alignment also affects the tides, which is where things get even more fascinating. The sun, like the moon, has a gravitational pull on the Earth, though it is weaker than the moon. When the sun and moon are in line with one another, during a full moon or a new moon, their gravitational pulls combine to strengthen one another, resulting in even larger high tides, known as spring tides. Instead, when the sun and moon are perpendicular to one another, during a quarter moon, their gravitational forces largely cancel one another out, resulting in weaker tides, known as neap tides. It is important to note that the moon's gravitational pull has an impact on more than just the ocean. It also has an impact on the Earth's solid core, causing it to gently bulge towards the direction of the moon. Yet, due to rock's lower fluidity than water, this effect is far less pronounced than its influence on the ocean. There are useful uses for the tides in everyday life. Because different fish species are more active during particular phases of the tide, professional fishermen frequently utilize tidal charts to determine the ideal times and locations for fishing. Likewise, when designing buildings, seawalls, and other structures that are exposed to the ocean, coastal engineers and city planners must take tidal patterns into consideration. In conclusion, the tides are primarily caused by the gravitational pull of the moon, which creates a dynamic and complex ecosystem that supports a wide variety of marine life and affects human activities. The answer to understanding this amazing phenomenon is in our ability to comprehend the complex interplay between the moon, sun, and Earth. Please subscribe to our channel if you liked this video and want to see more like it on the wonders of the natural world. Also, please feel free to post any comments or questions in the space provided below. I want to thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you in a future video.